Welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, sellssi. An update on the Ghana Black Stars are forthcoming today as well. We'll be talking about them. But before then, happy birthday to Daniel Kofi Tre. He turns 26 years today as the man in form for the Ghana Black Stars as we prepare to face Nigeria. Hopefully, he lights up the park and does amazingly versus the Super Eagles. Today's shout out also goes to Douglas Treme. Your son contacted me on Instagram and said you watch my videos. I appreciate you for watching my videos, and this is your shout out. Today we're going to talk about the Nigerian Super Eagles mostly, but also touch on the Ghana Black Stars. An advice has come in from a Nigerian to coach Otto Addo on his selections and how to go about them. We're also going to talk about ODION Ighalo. He has responded to critics who are saying that Ighalo does not deserve to be in this Nigerian Super Eagles squad. Another injury woe for the Ghana Black Stars as Abdul Babaraman looks like he might not be able to make it for this game. And also, Gaston Eguavon has admitted as much. Particular player was forced on him. He had to name him as part of those on standby to appease others. We'll look at who that player is as usual. Subscribe if you have not, click on the notification bell to get more updates. So I'll jump right into it, and I'll start off from the nugget of advice coming in from Nigeria. He has coached Nigeria before, Samson Siasia, and now he's the former Nigeria Super Eagles coach, and he has some sound advice for the Ghana Black Stars coach Otto Addo. But before then, he slammed the Nigerian Super Eagles decision to invite players who are not part of the qualifying process, claiming it will damage the teamwork that has been established among players that played in the qualifiers. The former international striker was forced to come out after Nigeria head coach Gaston Eguavon's squad was released on Friday. The names of the players invited to play in the two-legged match and also put 7 others on standby. Now, among are 2 debutants as well as players who have not played with the Super Eagles for a long time. Ademola Lookman and Akikuni Amo were giving their first call-ups as long-term injury affected Etebo all made the cut. Likewise, Ogenyi Onazi, who has not played for the Nigeria Super Eagles in more than 4 years, is placed on the reserve list. This is a situation Ghana finds itself as several new players are rumored to be part of the squad to be released by Otto Addo, while some players who have not been called for a long time are set to be recalled. Ghana's standing coach Addo is set to name his squad, and Siasi's advice is that the match is too close to be playing experiment with. Recalling some former players could be counterproductive because it doesn't augur well for teamwork. This is what he had to say. You need to play people that understand themselves. If you bring new ones, it becomes difficult for them to understand themselves and play the partner you want to play. For me, it's not the right decision to bring new players. You are better off with the ones you know already that have been playing together and understand themselves, because you have 3 days to practice before you go to Ghana. For me, it is not the right thing to do. With just 2 weeks before the game, there will be 3 days of training. Siasi's advice is what Ghana coach Otto Addo must take into account. Don't invite players who have not been with the team throughout the qualifying campaign. Invite players who are familiar with each other. And here is the situation where, for Ghana's case, some of those players are injured. Yes, I get where he is coming from. I get the fact that if you don't play players who have played together because it's a short period of time and the match is so important and it's a big match against a juggernaut of a team, so don't take chances. I think it got into the point for Ghana especially where we have no choice but to take a chance and call players who have not played for Ghana before. It's a risk, but in that situation, it's a risk we have to take because probably injury, suspension, especially to Captain Andre Ayew, Benjamin Tete, who would have been 2 strikers we could have counted on for goals. We need to call someone like Antoine Semenyo, who has not been called to the Black Stars before but is doing well at club level. We'll have to depend on his club form to say that it will translate to the national team now. we don't have a choice in that case for the Ghana Black Stars. And I understand where this advice is coming from, but it is not something we can take on now. And we don't have a choice. We have to take a risk. Though we will not have time to play a friendly, there will be a pressure on everyone, but it is a risk I think that would be worth taking because we don't have a choice. But let me know what you think in the comments box on this. He says the Nigeria Super Eagles have made that mistake on calling players who are going to make their debut, players who have not played for Nigeria in over 4 years. He doesn't think it was the right call for Gestin Eguavoen to do. Well, let me know what you think about it. ODION Ighalo has responded to critics as well, who have questioned why he has been called up into the Nigeria Super Eagles squad. He was speaking with ESPN and said that he does not pay attention to that. Everything they are saying is their own cup of tea. At my age, I just signed to a new team. This is my 11th team in my professional career. I have been called up. I will take my bag and I'll go to represent my country and give my best 100%. Also, as I come out from every game, I'm satisfied with my performance. Whether it's a win, loss, or a draw, then that's it. I'm a professional footballer. This is what I've been doing for 17 to 18 years. So why would I be worried what people say? This follows the talks about Ighalo being called up to the African Cup of Nations squad and pulling out because his club had called him back. And many felt that, quote unquote, he betrayed the country. He did not honor that call up. Why should he be called up? He says people are free to say whatever they want to say. He has been called and he will honor the call up, give his 100% and forget about what people are truly freely entitled to say. That is not his problem. And so that is ODION Ighalo there. He also has confidence in the technical team and feels that they have called the right players that will do the job for Nigeria. The desire to get back into the World Cup is something that will push them really hard to get everything they need to win the game versus Ghana. He says that playing in the last World Cup was a dream come true for many of us, and we have 2 games to prove that we deserve to compete on that stage again. We have 2 big games against a very strong and equally ambitious side, but we must focus on ourselves, Ighalo said, and focus on themselves truly is what they can only do. And now Nigeria Super Eagles coach finally Gestin Eguavoen has shockingly revealed that he did not make the decision to call Onyazi Ogeni, insisting that the call-up of the midfielder for the crucial World Cup qualifier playoff against Ghana this month was to pacify everybody. He says, Onazi, good player. Whether he's still good and can play at that level, we don't know, he said. But that's why I said to pacify everyone, to ensure there's harmony here, put him on standby. While he's on standby, I have the final say, Eguavoen said. And the Super Eagles coach's revelation shows that people within the federation have been interfering with his call-ups to the national team. And it's no big surprise. It happens here in Ghana, and it's bound to happen when a local coach most of the time is in charge of the national team. There are people themselves try to undermine his authority, and Gestin Eguavoen, this is a rare situation in which a coach has been brave enough to admit that this has been happening. Onyazi is on the standby list, and from the look of things, might not get into the team for the Nigerian Super Eagles. Baba Rahman has joined the Ghana Black Stars injury list, a doubt for the game versus Nigeria. We'll see who can replace him, Jeffrey Schlupp and also Dennis Kosa, the 2 being considered. Locally based players, Talad Ibrahim also being considered for the goalkeeping part, and Richard Atta, also another one in there. As I said yesterday, Sule Ali Montari is also being considered for the national team. All conjecture at this point. We'll see what happens eventually when the final list is produced for all of us to see. So that has been it for today. Talking about the Nigerian Super Eagles, nuggets of wisdom from Siasia. He has told coach Otto Addo to call players who have been taking part in the qualifying rounds and not to call new fresh-faced players, because the time for training and playing the game is quite short and not the time for experimentation. Gestin Eguavoen revealing that interferences have been happening in the national team. Onazi was called on the standby list, and he will determine who makes it eventually into the team. He did that to pacify him, please everyone, and make sure there's harmony in the team. ODION Ighalo, with an interview with ESPN, says he does not care about critics who feel he does not deserve a call-up. Well, let me know what you think in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the week.